Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following the news out of Minneapolis, you know things have gotten intense. Today, we're breaking down a major leadership change that just went down, and it tells us a lot about what's actually happening with Trump's aggressive immigration enforcement strategy. So here's the situation. Gregory Bovino, the Border Patrol commander who's been leading Trump's hardcore immigration crackdown operations across the country, from Chicago to Minneapolis, is being removed from his position in Minneapolis. He's expected to leave the city by Tuesday, January 28th. And that's not a small deal. Bovino has been the public face of some of the most aggressive immigration enforcement we've seen in recent years. But why is he leaving now? Well, Minneapolis has become ground zero for a national controversy. In the past 3 weeks, 2 people have been killed by federal immigration agents during operations in the city. On January 7th, Renee Good was shot and killed by an ICE agent. Then, just over a week later on January 25th, 37-year-old Alex Pretti, an ICU nurse, was shot and killed during a federal immigration enforcement operation. The video of Pretti's death is particularly disturbing. He was sprayed with mace, thrown to the ground, beaten, and then shot multiple times. These incidents sparked massive protests and brought national attention to how aggressively these operations are being conducted. So President Trump, watching the public backlash and the visuals on this, his words matter here, decided it was time to make a change. On Monday, Trump spoke with Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, and both have said the conversations went well. Notably, Trump agreed that the present situation can't continue in Minneapolis. Here's the interesting part. Trump isn't dismantling the entire operation. Instead, he's bringing in Tom Homan, his border czar, to take over leadership. This move suggests Trump recognizes that the approach was getting out of hand, but he's not actually pulling back on immigration enforcement. He's just changing who's in charge and how it's being managed. Now, what does this actually tell us? This is damage control, plain and simple. According to reporting, Bovino's social media access has been cut off, and some agents are leaving the city. But this doesn't mean the mass deportation strategy is changing. It means they're pivoting the public message. Bovino became a flashpoint because of his no apologies approach. Legal experts have noted that the Trump administration created what they call a permissive atmosphere for immigration officials to use excessive force. Stephen Miller, a key advisor, literally told ICE officers they have immunity to perform their duties and that no one can stop them. That kind of rhetoric has real-world consequences. What's happening here is classic political management. The optics look bad, people are dying, the public is outraged, so you swap out the person who became the symbol of the problem. But underneath, the aggressive deportation agenda continues. ICE has more than doubled its workforce from 10,000 to 22,000 agents. They're detaining people at record levels, from 39,000 daily average when Trump took office to nearly 70,000 as of early January. The question isn't whether immigration enforcement will continue. It will. The question is whether the new leadership under Tom Homan can execute this strategy with less controversy and fewer violent confrontations that make international headlines. So that's where we are. One face of Trump's immigration crackdown is leaving Minneapolis, but the crackdown itself? That's not going anywhere. This is a leadership reshuffling born out of necessity, not a policy reversal. What do you think about how this is being handled? Should federal immigration operations be scaled back entirely, or is stronger enforcement necessary? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're interested in how policy actually gets made and executed at the federal level, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives on news that matters. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.